Hi, this is John.
This is Sonakshi.
This is Tahir Bhasin.
And you're watching us on BollywoodHungama.com.
Force 2 is releasing at a time when we have a lot of nationalism wave going on as far as the country is concerned. Do you feel it just helps the film because you're also having these, I think, raw agents and the entire theme is over there. And you have a catchline, very interesting catchline. A dead soldier is a martyr, a dead spy is a traitor, which is interesting in its own way. Do you feel it, the mood of the nation, does it help you?
Yeah, I mean, recently you must have read that because of Orop, 70-year-old war veteran committed suicide, Grewal. We met agents, Sonakshi and me have met agents and people who were across the border as prisoners for 11 and 14 and a half years. So strangely, I think the timing is right. Obviously, you can't say we made the film because of this, because we started the film 1.5 to 2 years ago. So to answer your question, will it help the film? I think it should help the film simply because I think people should go and watch Force 2 because it's become an important film for the country, not for any other reason. And I'm not saying this to promote Force 2. I'm just being a bystander and I'm saying, should I watch this film? Yeah, I mean, commercial, not commercial, I'm not sure. Does it have true stories? Yes. Oh, it does have true stories. Oh, I'd like to go and see it. I'd like to go and understand what India went through. Okay. I want to walk out with something from this film. Will it give me something to walk out with? Yes, it will. So, watching Force 2 will make it, you'll have all the right reasons to watch Force 2 for. Of course, you'll have the Sonakshi Sinha fans, you'll have the Tahir Bhasin fans, you'll have those fans that exist, but you're also watching Force 2 for the right reasons, I feel.
Now, as far as you're concerned, do you feel that there are several dialogues in the movie that can really find resonation as far as audience concerned, and in terms of it? I think even there's a song where you, I think, introduced in the beginning. There's the entire wordings which are there, they're very, very powerful.
Yeah, the wordings are very powerful, and I feel the wordings resonate with what is happening in our country today. And I believe the best thing about that song is that John has lent his own voice to it, to say those powerful words. They have a lot of impact, a lot of meaning. And I feel by him lending his voice to it, I think it makes it even more relatable and serious. So I feel that's also one of my favorite songs from the film. But other than that, I feel within the film, the words are very conversational because we're dealing with a subject which is, we're not trying to be over the top or heroic or, so it's very conversation, it's very real. It's how a police officer and a raw agent or a police officer and a spy or somebody else would be talking, how he would talk to his superiors. So it's very conversation, but there are certain lines where required, like your favorite dialogue where you say that, abhi to hum ghus ke marte hain. Stuff like that also does come in, but I think it's very realistic in the way the words are spoken in the film.
Okay, now when Force came, Vidyut Jamwal played the negative lead, and he became synonymous with his entire physique, which was like tremendous. At the same time, he had this entire cerebral element, I think, which in a way maybe will get associated with Force, the brand, that the villain, he's as much has venom as far as his mind is concerned, as he's displaying through his body. So do you draw parallels because somehow you don't have the similar sort of maybe physique as
I think you've asked
Vidyut.
the question really politely, but I'll put it out there. No, physically I was not trying to compete or look equal in the frame with John.
Right.
He's a strategist. John can tell you more about the comparison between Force and Force 2, but for me as an actor, I was personally looking only at my part, and he was playing mind games and so it did not need a physicality where he had to take on ACP Yash physically. The kind of action that you will see in Force 2 is more where you're seeing car chase sequences or bike chase sequences or rooftop action or helicopter shots. It's not hand-to-hand combat.
It's not hand-to-hand combat.
I also feel the...
Which was in a way the hallmark of Force, because
I feel the antagonist in Force 2, had he had a physique, would take away from the story. If you're getting my point, if you're reading between the lines.
Sure. It becomes something similar, like you have to have something.
No, it would take away from the story of Force 2.
Right.
So we wanted someone who was technologically brilliant. We wanted someone who would look like a sweet regular guy, but at the same time who we knew would be far more dangerous than the antagonist of Force. So I think Force 2 has those. So for example, if I had to reach out to the villain of Force 2, I have to knock out maybe 24 Force 1 villains to reach him. So that's how dangerous this man is, because in Force you're still dealing with a local problem. In Force 2 you're dealing with a country problem, which is relevant to today.
Ji.
So obviously it makes the antagonist of this film far more relevant, responsible and dangerous. And for that we wanted a far more evolved actor. And in that we found in Tahir, when we saw Mardani, we said, fantastic man, this guy has it all. He's got a sweet face, and that's exactly what we wanted. And that would deceive, because this guy would kill, you know. And that's what made Tahir's character very, very dangerous.
So what a sweet deceiving face is what John is trying to say.
Yeah, looks
Looks are
Looks can be
deceptive.
deceptive.
Looks can be deceptive.
Don't judge a book by its cover.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.